In this week's Jaunts with John T, we visit Tumalo State Park where we go camping in what might be the best trailer for couples we've ever used, while enjoying all the beauty of the Oregon desert. And I even have a little bit of a Blair Witch Project moment.
Howdy, and welcome to Jaunts with John T. I am John T, and this week we are going camping in Tumalo State Park in Oregon. And we are going to be going camping in this, a 2022 Forest River Avenger 16RD. Let's go on a jaunt together and check out this trailer. Okay, like I said, it is a Forest River Avenger RD 16 or 16RD. The RD, by the way, stands for rear dining, which we will be getting to in a minute. And as you can see, it's plugged in right now because we have it plugged in here at our house so that we can let the refrigerator get cool before we leave. So let's go check out the interior. Purple key. I've rented enough of these travel trailers to know that the purple key is always the key to the door. And let's go in. Now towards the front, we have the bed, as you can see. Now, the really interesting thing about this travel trailer is what's going on in the back, which we'll get to in a minute. Let me see if I can go wider. There we go. And this here is the bathroom. Here, let me turn the light on so you can see better. Hello. So here's the bathroom. Got some towels over there. This is a dry bath, which means that it has a separate shower. Sometimes trailers of this size have what's called a wet bath, which means that the toilet and the shower and everything are all in one space. But this one has got the toilet and the shower separate, so it's called a dry bath. It also has the sink in the shower, which is nice, but honestly, for a trailer this size, maybe that's a bit of a waste of space because you can always use the sink in the kitchen, but hey, that's what they have. All right, so opposite the bathroom is the kitchen. Pretty standard. It has the burners are side by side. I think it's actually better when they're kind of like front to back because it gives you more counter space. But it still does have, for a trailer this size, again, I think it's 21 feet. So a trailer of this size, it has a surprising amount of counter space. Partly due to the fact that the sink is a little bit small, but it's not so bad. And it's got drawers and stuff, different cabinets and stuff get in there. The people that rented this to us, they really came very, very nicely equipped. The only thing that it didn't come with was like the bedding. We had to provide our own blankets and sheets and pillows and towels and stuff like that. But everything else, it's got knives, it's got plates, it's got all kinds of stuff. And a lot of stuff that you don't necessarily find when you rent a trailer. So this particular couple that rented this trailer, their name is Rick and Jen, and I will put their link to their outdoorsy page down below. And they really, this is a very nice trailer and it's very well maintained and it comes with a lot of stuff that you're going to need. So good on them. So if you live in the Portland area and you want to rent a trailer like this one, I would definitely check them out, and I'll put a link down below. Now, there's one aspect of this trailer that makes it really unusual. Everything I've shown you so far, the kitchen, the bathroom, the bed, everything fairly standard for a trailer this size. Sometimes the bed is a little bit different. This bed you'll see is kind of tucked in the corner there, which makes it a little bit more difficult to get in and out, especially if someone needs to get up in the middle of the night. They have to sometimes climb over the other person, which can be a bit of a pain. And some trailers do have the bed. We rented one trailer once that was about the same size. They had the bed in the center so you could get out on either side. And that's really nice. But the problem is it also takes up a lot of space. So, there are pros and cons. But what makes this really unusual, what makes this trailer different, is what's happening in the rear of the trailer. And I'll show you that right now. Okay, so this is the back of the trailer, which has a U-shaped dinette, which is quite unusual. Some Airstream models have these, but it's unusual to see this particular dinette configuration. And it's really nice, way more comfortable than what you usually get, which is kind of a side-by-side banquette. This is larger, it's much more comfortable, and what makes it especially nice, they're closed right now, but it has windows, as you can see, on all three sides. So you can open these up once you get into your spot, and you've got beautiful view outside. It's a really, really nice feature, one that is unusual, and the main reason, frankly, why I picked this particular camper to rent. And by the way, the owner told me it was the main reason that they decided to buy this particular trailer.
Destination. Arrive at Tumalo State Park.
Alright, well, we are all set up now. We are hooked up to electrical, 30 amp service. Hooked up, that's working fine. This is the hose So we have water, city water. This started spraying water at first, and then I realized it was because one of the connectors was like tight. So it was all tight now, and everything looks good. I unhooked the Jeep from the trailer, as you can see. So the Jeep is free now and can go wherever it wants. And we turned on the propane so that we have the hot water heater going. All of the luxuries of home. So this campsite is, a little bit on the exposed side. We don't, our neighbors are right next to us, and we don't have a lot of trees and stuff, and a little bit exposed. But out the back here, it's just this beautiful desert landscape with sagebrush, and I can hear the highway. But hey, hopefully there won't be that much traffic. And this, what kind of tree is this? Cedar, of course, duh. Very nice. So this will be nice. And then it'll get really dark later. I think this is going to be very pleasant. And of course we have our campfire going. We've got our Tommy Bahama chairs that were gifts from my in-laws. Can't beat it. Well, good morning. It is a beautiful morning here at Tumalo State Park. I have my coffee in this pretty cute little plaid mug that the owners of the travel trailer provided. And this, as you can see, this is why this is such a terrific trailer. I mean, we have this little banquette here in the end, and it's surrounded by windows. On this one side we have our neighbors, but that's okay. But behind us is basically just desert. There's a nice cedar tree right here, and then beyond that it's just desert, and it's a beautiful morning. So we are going to go out exploring now, and then we will be back later. Oh, I didn't, I was going to do some video of our dinner last night, but basically we put the potatoes on too late, and it took a long time for them to cook, and as a result we ended up eating much later than originally anticipated, and it was pitch black dark, and I decided not to take the video, but I will endeavor to show you what dinner we have tonight. But we did have last night, we had Impossible hamburgers and roasted potatoes and coleslaw, and it was delicious. And so we'll be out exploring today, and then we will be back later this evening, and we will sit around the campfire and make dinner this evening. So just another day of camping. Okay, I'm heading over to this brick building over there to take a shower. Even the most experienced RVers will tell you that if you are staying at a campground that has shower facilities, no reason to take a shower in your RV. Might as well take a shower in the provided facilities. Pretty cool. They have one of these water bottle filling things. Okay. The shower is open 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily. I do have to say this facility is either very new or very well maintained. So it had a lock on the outside. They had the combination, but it was unlocked. So got a little shelf here. Seat to sit down on to put your shoes. Skylight here. A little bit of a heater. A little toasty in here, very clean. And a little shelf for shampoo and stuff, a little seat in case you need it. It's got a handheld as well as a regular shower. Very nice. Very good facilities. Very clean. Shower pressure is not amazing, but it's also not horrible. And interestingly, these two knobs here control this shower here. Currently, this knob here controls the head. That's just a little different. Okay, well, I am showered and I'm shaved and I'm once again my beautiful self. And now we're heading off to see what the day brings us. Up here earlier, I noticed this stone structure here that clearly is at least partially man-made. Show that these two big stones here would, I don't know, maybe they were placed here by something, I don't know. And is that a bird's nest on top? Not quite sure what that is. But then they have all these rocks here. It's like somebody made it into a little fort or shelter, and it's got hay on the bottom, like, and bucket full of rocks. This is very strange. This is like the Blair Witch Project or something. Very odd. Very odd indeed. It's a mystery. So next to the campground, which is where we're staying, there is this day use area, which, since we are staying at one of the campgrounds, we get access to the day use area as well. I think we're right now the literally only people parked here. We did chat with the very friendly park ranger who stopped by to say hello as we were parking. He remembered our car, luckily, from the campsite, so he knows that we were there. And this this park, this day use area, is right under the Deschutes River, which is very pretty. Lots of park benches. I should note that we are here, it is October, so it's not the summer, obviously. And this is also what day is it today? Wednesday. Today's Wednesday? Yes, Wednesday. So it's midweek, which probably explains why there is nobody here. I'm sure it's much more crowded on the weekends. But it's a lovely spot. This trail here starts in the park and then continues here And according to the park ranger that we spoke to, it goes along the river for a while, and then he said about a mile up from here it goes into a canyon that he suggested was quite nice, but we're not going to walk it today. We're going to be heading back to our campsite, but thought I'd at least show you the trail so you can see it, where it begins. And as you can see, it just runs along the river here. Last night we made the mistake of not putting the potatoes on the fire early enough, and they took forever to cook. So today we're not making the same mistake. It's about 4:30 and we put them on about half an hour ago, so they should be done by dinner time. I also just noticed this trail here right at the edge of the campsite property, and I'm wondering if it's the same trail that started back at the day use area. Don't know. For dinner tonight, we're going to have roasted potatoes, which are already on the grill and they're cooking. They took forever last night, so they're going to cook for forever tonight. And we're also going to have this, which is called halloumi. Which is, I think it's a Greek cheese. It's a white cheese. It's very dense, and it grills really well. So we're going to grill some of this as well. And we're also going to grill some asparagus, which should be delicious. I'll put some oil on it and a little salt. It should be really good. We also had corn, but we decided not to have, we thought that was actually too much. So we're not going to do the corn. We're going to have the halloumi, the potatoes, and the asparagus.
It's so good.
So I have potatoes, asparagus, and the halloumi, which, as you can see, grills up beautifully. This is going to be quite delicious. Potato. And this time the potatoes are done. Oh.
So good.
Potatoes on the grill. Asparagus.
Really good.
So good. Oh my God. So good. How can you not love grilled cheese? I mean, not a grilled cheese sandwich, but literally grilled cheese. Well, it is our second and final morning here at Tumalo State Park. We're going to pack up and get ready to go. And this morning I am actually going to take a shower here in the trailer because science. I want to see what it's like to take a shower in the trailer shower, so we'll see how it goes. And now for the single most fun task of leaving with a travel trailer or any kind of RV. Dumping the tanks. That's why I have the gloves on. So the black handle on the left is the black tank. The gray handle on the right is the gray tank. The black tank is basically the toilet. And the gray tank is everything else. So what you do is you empty the black tank first and then close it off. Very important to close it back off, and then empty the gray tank second. And again, it's very important to make sure that the one that you're not emptying is closed while you're emptying the other one. Very important. I'm going to give the exterior one last once over, make sure that everything is locked. That is in place. The sewer lines are both closed and the cap is in place. The chocks have been taken out and are stowed. All of the stabilizers are lifted. Really nothing to worry about back here. Stabilizer lifted, chalk is gone. Everything is in place. The step is put back in place. Let's make sure this one is locked. I don't think I'll use this one, but yeah, that's locked. We've got our stabilizer bars hooked up. The jack is all the way up. Propane is closed. And this here, yeah, see that is in place and locked in place. We have our safety chains. How this works, by the way, is, obviously the hitch is the main way that it gets hooked up. But if the hitch were to come unhooked for some reason, then these two chains here will keep the trailer in place. And if that fails, then that red wire there is a brake. And if that gets pulled out, then it automatically turns the brakes on to the trailer, so it'll stop. Of course, if your whole hitch comes out, that would be a problem, but that would be unlikely. Well, that is going to do it for this edition of Jaunts with John T. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please be sure to hit the like button, as that really does help us out. We had a wonderful time staying here at the Tumalo State Park. It's a beautiful park out here in the desert. It's a beautiful time of year out here, and we really enjoyed it. We'll probably come back. They have, we obviously the travel trailer, but they also have tent sites. It's a bit of a drive for us to do tent camping because you don't want to stay here for one night, and staying in a tent more than one night is a bit much for us. But they also have yurts, so we might come back here and check out a yurt. So that would be fun. But it's a lovely campsite, a lovely campground, lovely area right near Bend, which is a beautiful town to visit. So it's a really terrific place to come and go camping. Well, anyway, that is going to do it for today and for this week. Here at Jaunts with John T, we go on jaunts around the world, around the country, around the state, around the city, and sometimes just around the house. So if that sounds like fun to you, be sure to give us a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. That's going to do it for now. And until I can figure out a better sign off, thanks for watching.